Hey there guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm just going to go over some type of setting that a bunch of you guys need to look over. It's called move queuing, and it's been added recently along with a bunch of the other recent new changes and 𝓬𝓾𝓷𝓮𝓭 releasing to the public. I mean, only to donators, but whatever. I'm just going to tell you guys more about it, the pros and cons about the move queue thing, feature, and yeah, just to make it more alert to the public about this setting and why or why not you guys should use this. Also, please like and subscribe. I'm getting super close to getting 1,100 subscribers. Maybe before the end of October, maybe before the end of November, maybe before the end of the year. But regardless, again, any type of support helps. So if you want to subscribe, go ahead, subscribe and like the video. And yeah, again, let's just get started on this with the pros and the cons. Also, if you're a little bit confused on how to find move queuing, if you go to options and then go to gameplay, it'll be just above, like, where the other settings are. You don't really have to scroll down. If you're having trouble finding it, just go and search it up. You'll find it eventually. But again, let's just get started on this. I don't really want to waste your time. Imagine move queuing as a line or something like that, where you're basically queuing up moves like after certain actions. So imagine you use, I don't know, Asgore's 2. And then during 2's activation, you try and press free. Now, without move queuing and due to human error, you could miss free and then eventually just mess up the combo. But if you have move queuing on and then you try and use free, you'll notice the move will glow a little bit yellow, meaning that the move is queued to use as soon as the other move is done with its activation. And it's good, to be honest. It just allows moves to be used at certain times. It allows you to be, not spamming certain things on your keyboard, so it'll allow your keyboard to rest for a little bit, I guess. Or depending on what control, or no, not control, what device you're using. And third of all, it'll allow you to do certain combos or things that you could have never done because of human error, woohoo, or lag or whatnot, I don't know. Regardless, move queuing is good because even after, imagine you're holding down your LMB and then you press a move after that. That move will be queued and will activate as soon as your LMB stops. Isn't that not fun? This has to be one of the best features that UTPR can add when it comes to comboing, opponents. Because that basically allows you to do your combos, undisturbed. Like before, with 𝓬𝓾𝓷𝓮, he has a certain, combo, where if you use 1 in your first phase before 4, and you try and use 4 after that, you can't combo it. But I have move queuing on now, and then look at this. You can just legitimately use 1, use 4, combo it. It's true. There's literally no error for this. It's legitimately good. But now, here are the cons for move queuing. Now, the first problem with move queuing is that you can only queue 1 move at a time. It's not like a huge long line where you can just basically perform auto combos and whatnot. It just allows you to basically just use moves without any human error getting in the way. So the fact that you can only queue 1 move at a time to be used is pretty nice, to be honest. Because it doesn't allow you to do an entire true automatic combo by queuing 3 different moves at the same time. So, it's pretty good to know that the devs have some restraint on the setting. Now, imagine you have move queuing on, and then after a move, you just accidentally just misclick and then press something else and whatnot. I mean, misclicking can happen a lot, but imagine you're just a starter and then you have move queuing on. Move queuing is only supposed to be used after certain actions that normally like normal humans can't really react to unless you train that type of reaction and whatnot. But the fact that some people still make that mistake with move queuing on is a little bit surprising. So again, just misclicking or just not really clicking at the right time can be a con that we can try and or no that I can add there, just because of how common it is for people to accidentally misclick or press things at the wrong time. And certainly this is one of the most common ways people lose 1v1s in UTPR or slip up and make mistakes. And move queuing can make it a lot worse depending on your situation. If you're in the middle of a combo, if you accidentally use a wrong move that the opponent can counter, whatnot, or using a wrong move after you move Q, or something like that. After you like move Q another move, and then you just accidentally press the wrong thing. That can be a possibility as well. Even if you do queue a move to be used, I suppose there is another con or a disadvantage that you have to watch out for whenever you're using the move Q feature. Imagine you're using an ultimate move like Undyne's SOJ, and you want to follow it up with something else like 1 or 2 midair. One of the midair moves, technically, and you use it as soon as you land Undyne's SOJ. The thing is, that move, technically, whatever is queued runs on a small personal time limit. So imagine you queued it like as soon as you are charging up the ult and then you land and hit the spear on the opponent or miss. Just imagine you hit the spear on them and they take damage. After maybe less than 5 seconds, if a move that's queued isn't used in a certain amount of time, I suppose, that would mean that the move would automatically unqueue itself and screw you over if you had it queued, but you didn't use it in a certain set amount of time. And that can really bring out some huge disadvantages for people who are making mistakes, I suppose, or just love to make mistakes. I mean, who doesn't love to make a mistake and then lose a 1v1 just because you queued something too early after your ult, which maybe had heavy and lag, which allowed your opponent to punish you. Not pointing fingers or anything like that, but just saying losses and mistakes happen to everyone, and we, humans ourselves, have to learn from those mistakes. Am I wrong? And the next disadvantage is... hold on, let me just... Okay, nope, there's no other disadvantages. Okay. Move queuing is technically good. Again, basically eliminates all human error from your combos, allows you to move queue one thing at a time, really. And mostly, if you use move queuing at the wrong moment or at the wrong time, you can get punished for it. But depending on the move you use, the amount of end lag, the distance, the severity varies a lot on the scenario you're in. But regardless, that will be the end of the video. At the end of the day, you should, every single new player, maybe any other UTPR and whatnot, should be using this feature. This is a highly recommended feature for those who are struggling on combos, for those who are still trying to get a competitive advantage when it comes to combos. People without move queuing, I'm just saying right now, they are the type of people who don't really need that type of assistance. But if you're still struggling with combos, move queuing is easy to learn. And as soon as you got move queuing in, it allows you to, again, just help you with combos and whatnot. And then just queue certain moves in like the second you're not in end lag. But yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Like, subscribe, share with as much people as possible, because a lot of people still do not know what this like feature in UTPR does. This setting. Sure, it wasn't really gone much over, I suppose, in the update patch, I suppose, but I mean, maybe it has. Not much people check. But this has to be one of the best features or settings that UTPR has added into the game. But once more, like, subscribe, again, share with friends, and I will see you guys all in another video that I'll be creating. Maybe next month. This week, next week, depends. Bye! Banzai.